Welcome to another episode of Talking Taste by Bass with Nick Collins, Nick Bean, aka the legend.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming on, man. Our last episode we talked about nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
What give you that feeling?
What give me that feeling? I would say every time I have an opportunity to go back and to any kind of football field or any kind of field, and I sit there and just reminisce on the time how I got started, how it all got started. Because my first love of any sport was baseball. So any kind of field I go to is just like, dang, man, I can just remember pitching myself having these moments throughout my life and where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of just helped me just reflect and always have me rooted in certain things I do in my life.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's so many years, bro, of sports, man. You think that feeling never go away for the game, for the fields? It probably never go away, huh?
Nah, it'll never go away. It'll never go away because now having kids and just watching them, I ain't gonna say they following in my footsteps, but just seeing them trying to find their way, and it all started by being on the football field and just seeing them blossom and see how they can interact with people. You know what I'm saying? I think every sport have a way of uniting people in a special way.
Yeah. All right. Man, tell me about growing up in Cross City.
Growing up in Cross City, man, it was fun. Like, we didn't have to worry about nothing. Small town, can do whatever. We didn't have too much violence. Every little town have violence, but it wasn't that much because, it was just like a family town. So if anything happened, or anybody had the authority to beat you down right there and then take you to your parents, then you know what I'm saying. So you had a much freedom. I think that's what a small town like that, you have so much freedom and everybody knows everybody, and it just help you appreciate the people that you have in your life that help you shape the person that you are.
Mm-hmm. Cross City, huh?
Yeah.
And did you grow up playing all sports? Because I noticed that in high school you did pretty much everything. Right?
Yeah, high school I did everything, but football didn't come to Cross City until I was like 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
But baseball was there, so at the age of 5, I was already playing baseball. So my love for baseball was something serious, and I just I played throughout high school, middle school, and all that. But football grew on me. Like it was just something. So happened I just became good at. Like it wasn't like everybody was like, "Oh man, you the next this, next that." But I never looked at it like that. I was like, "No, I'm just trying to figure out how to play this game and everything." So I started, getting into watching certain players growing up, and then I was like, "Okay, I might can do something."
Who was the player that you wanted to model your game after?
Oh man, now y'all trying to show my age right now. Nah, but I always grew up in that era. I'll say by 88, around that time. I would say, man, I was a big running lot like type guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why, just the physicality he brought to the game and the way he played the game. Like, I was like, damn, boy, he out there just hitting people. And, when I first got the ball, I was running it. So I was like, well, I don't want nobody to hit me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as I got to understand the game, watching Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, some of the great running backs, Emmitt Smith went to University of Florida, and that's like 35 minutes away from my hometown. So I'm like, okay, bet. Then you had some Fred Tate come through, you know what I'm saying? So you had some great running backs come through. So then I just started paying attention to them guys. But Running Lock was the first guy I would say that caught my eye.
You know what? When you spoke about like Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith, especially Emmitt Smith. Like that gives me the feeling of nostalgia when I start thinking about football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that was around like 95.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like 10 years old. And, you know, the Cowboys was the team.
They were. They were.
Were you a Cowboys fan coming up?
I did grow up a Cowboy fan. It's
American
crazy.
team, huh?
I became a Dallas fan because my father was a free agent. He started off with Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tampa let him go. He go to Dallas. And he was there for a short period of time, ended up blowing out his knee. And, you know, that was the end of that. But just looking at that star, I'm like, dang, that everybody, you know, you're growing up, but one day you can be a star. And that's how it resonated with me. Like, okay, well, I'm a Cowboy fan.
You know, it's crazy. I didn't know. So your dad played football.
Yeah.
And then y'all went to the same college.
Same college. Yeah.
So it's safe to say your dad was your idol.
Of course. Of course. Like,
what position?
in a different way, though. I think he was well-rounded. So he brought the understanding of life to me, I think. But he played quarterback, big guy, 6'3", 215, 220. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a legit compared to him.
Well, that's what Mari getting the hype from him.
Yeah, you know, my dad was the smallest brother out of 5. There's 5 of them, and you talking about 6'8", 6'7", 6'6". You know what I'm saying? So, and he's the shortest at 6'3".
Fan. I mean, that ain't short, but
it ain't. But he, you know what I'm saying? They looked at him like he was a shorty.
Right.
So
you say he taught you the meaning of life?
Yeah.
And what does that pertain to? Like, what does that mean?
The accountability, the responsibility. He always, you know, came to me, you know, accept your actions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you did it, own up to it. So just knowing that, being accountable about certain things in life. If you did something, be accountable for it. Stand up, man up to it, and always respect everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, to this day, I don't care. I know it's a young lady working behind the counter or something like that, but when I get there and I'm still like, appreciate it, thank you, or I'm, yes, ma'am. They ask a question, yes, ma'am. Like, you older than me, but it's just, that's how I was raised, that's how I was brought up. So I think that value of life is always that my dad taught me will stick with me. I
brought up with both parents?
I started off with both of my parents until I was about 11, 12. Then my dad, you know, got, you know, back in the day, that cocaine came through, man. It kind of took him away a little bit. So he got on drugs, ended up going to prison for a couple of years. So my whole high school career, my dad he was locked up. Mm-hmm. So he didn't get out till my freshman year in college. Mm-hmm. And my mom, she was a schizo. So you just didn't know how she was going to feel on a day-to-day basis. So the hardest thing I ever had to do with either of my parents was, for my mom, was calling the police and she getting arrested. Because it's not just because that I wanted to do that, and it just the responsibility fell on me. And she needed help. And that's the only way I could get her to, you know, get some help. And so that was like the toughest thing I ever had to, one of the toughest things I had to ever encounter in life. Then on my dad's side is me and him got into it because he jumped on my sister. And we going at it, and I had finally kind of held him down, got on top of him and was just holding him down. And he was like, "You must want to die." And I was like, "I ain't afraid to die. I ain't afraid of dying." And that's when, after we got everybody separated us, he looked at me and say, "You a man now." So, you know, it was a lot of life lessons that through my childhood that I grew up real fast.
Yeah, that's a moment there. And when he said that to you, he meant it too, huh?
Yeah, like you can see it in his eyes, like, oh, he ain't afraid of nothing. Like, he's ready. Like, he gonna be all right.
Yeah. So you growing up, that way, how you think it affect you as an adult? Like just, those experiences, or like how they help you or hurt you as an adult, or just going through life, period.
I would say it helped me because I look at life for what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just what it is. When I wake up, I'm thankful to wake up, put my feet on the ground, and you know what I'm saying, and able to go throughout my day. But it's just life is just life, and I don't let it get too high or I don't let it get too low. I always try to find the balance between both. So now, most people are like, "Dang, Nick don't talk a lot, or he's observant and all this types of." Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. In order for me to really like want to get to know you, I gotta know what kind of person you are, or how can I step to you without, you know what I'm saying, making you feel some type of way. So all these things kind of, play a part in my growth. Then it hurts me because I get judged on that. You see what I'm saying? So now everybody like, dang, he don't, Nick don't do this, Nick don't that, or he this type of way, this person, whatever. But I am who I am. You either gonna like it or you're not. I think all of us at some point in our life gotta really understand that people gonna accept us for who we are. We ain't gotta change for nobody. And I think, every day you wake up, you have a chance and you have a choice. And some people gonna take that chance and some people gonna take that choice. And I think most people need to put the value in the choices that they make throughout their day. You know what I'm saying? Then the chances, because the chances gonna always come. You're gonna always have a chance to do something. But the choice that you make can either hurt you or help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you say about like people judging you, it come with it, man.
It does.
It come with it, and I feel like I think we all kind of like want people to look at us for who we truly is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like some people talkative, and people perceive them a certain way. Some people not so talkative, and people perceive them a certain way. I think you just gotta just embrace it. And I think it's a learning process too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we all somewhat struggle with it because, we want to look right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you want people to be like, yeah, this motherfucker nice, he cool, caring person. But, people, I feel like, and y'all can tell me what y'all think, I feel like people kind of look at you based off something they got going on with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or based off their childhood upbringing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, like for example, if you got trust issues, maybe it's because like you couldn't trust somebody when you was growing up. It was stealing a lot. You had to,
Right.
You're like when I was growing up, man, I grew up in like a house of like 8 kids, bro. And we didn't have a lot, so man, if somebody had some money, man, you had to be careful with it. You couldn't just leave it in your pocket.
Right.
You couldn't just leave it on the table anyway. You had to have hiding spots, bro.
Right.
And one of the best hiding spots I remember having was taking my insole out my shoe and putting my money under my shoe. Like that's a ghetto story right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I think we just got to accept. People gonna judge us for whatever.
Right.
It could possibly be true and it possibly not be true. You know what I'm saying?
But I got a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
Because y'all in the same arena with the basketball, whatever. And how was y'all able to make the transition from being at the top of your game, night in and night out, into where you at right now, not playing the game, but you able to, still be around the game and influence the game in the way that now, and how the game is done changed since y'all been playing?
Honestly, bruh, it was hard for me at first.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me at first because, like, I know, like, so for me, like, when I retired, it was just like, dang, bro, what am I going to do now? And I struggled with that for the next, like, 2 years, bro. I was like, what am I going to do? Now I was like, well, kids need training. They need somebody to understand the game. They don't need nobody to be teaching them bullshit. So I used to go to AAU tournaments, watch AAU games, and I saw so much bad basketball being played that I was just like, all right, that's going to be my thing. Like, and that's how I got the name Cerebro and started teaching kids, like, bro, you got to play the game and be smart with the game, right? Because when you watch the NBA now, kids are growing up without having Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Sam Cassell, John Stockton. They growing up without those type of point guards. And Karl Malone's, like, even though he wasn't a point guard, but just the mailman had, like, he was your typical four-man.
Right.
That, like, back to the basket, turn and face, hit shots. So, like, that's who I grew up on. And then these kids not growing up on guys like that. They growing up on Steph Curry. And for me, Curry don't play the game right. But he just hit so many shots that it's just, they forget that he had a turnover last time by trying to dribble too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, they kind of just, I was just like, man, bro, kids need to be taught how to play the game the right way and teach them, like, the old concept of basketball, but with a little bit of flair to it.
You asking, like, from being at the top of your game to, like, being where I'm at to the end of life right now? So, I'm not as far as TJ in that transition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, basketball been my life. Like, it's been my thing, like, thing. Since I was, like, since I was a young kid, right? But then I got serious when I was, like, 14, 15. Where I'm talking about I'm training a couple times a day. And I've been doing that, so 20 years straight of just really focusing on basketball. And then you go through it, you become this, you become that, you at your peak, and then you start going down.
Right.
And then you retire, you basically. I ain't never announced I retired, but it's here now.
Right.
And that's tough, bro. That's tough. Because, like, I feel like I love the game so much and it's never gonna go away.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And the NBA need to have something for players that don't play. That don't play,
Well, but you got the big three, you got other things, but it ain't the same.
I thought about that and all that, but the NBA need to have something for like the old head NBA players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that because I was a part of. They have it. It's still going on, but it was called the UFFL, where it was a flag, professional flag, but it was supposed to be for retired players and everything. But now, since the flag game done expanded so much, now they just the best team throughout the U.S. have an opportunity to play for. It's like the big three. You got an opportunity to win $1 million. You know what I'm saying? They might even up it this year to $2 million. But I feel you on that. Like I thought after the game, I was like, shoot, but I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna still be at it. Nah,
it's tough, bro.
Nah, so I think to what you did, like, okay, I'm gonna be around the game, so I'm gonna teach the game. I'm gonna teach it in a way that the kids gotta understand that what's gonna separate you from everybody else, because everybody got the same talent you do. They put in the same hours you do. Probably even more. But what gonna separate you? The knowledge of the game, understanding the game, understand how to read the pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? Understanding how to, you know what I'm saying? I see this guy diving. Oh, I'm gonna step in front of it, get this steal. You know what I'm saying? Anticipation, all that type of stuff. Those things, I think, intangibles that you need to separate yourself. Just like in football, how can I can see this formation, in front of me. How can I diagnose? Okay, I know. Let's study and film. Okay, if he motion across, boom, such and such coming across. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already a step of the head. I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a step ahead, and now I'm playing 10 times faster than everybody else that's out there on the field. And I think that's what young kids have to understand. Like, you got to separate yourself from everybody else, and just your talent not gonna get you as far as you think it's gonna get you.
Without a doubt. Yeah. So just to go like right back to like making the transition, I think like finding that next thing, you know what I'm saying, is very important. Like, I haven't found the next thing. And I feel like a lot of players go through depression, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And because they losing something that they had basically their whole life, right? So for me, my son though, he keep me busy, man. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't had my son to keep me busy, bro,
But you'll be
It'd be tough.
it'll be tough for me. I'll be chasing the game.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll still be playing though.
Right.
I'll probably just be overseas somewhere.
Gotcha.
You know, but the fact that I'm not playing and he's playing and I'm able to work with him every day, that keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple episodes ago, we was talking about like anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and I was telling D Miles, for me, you know, how I deal with different things is staying busy. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you chilling and not doing nothing, it give you time to think so much. And
You're in your thoughts.
yeah, so I like to get up out the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because my style has never been like, you know, see the bed at 10, 11.
Right.
I'm not feeling good if I'm in the bed at that late.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still like that to this day.
Yeah, bro. You know, and that come from what for you?
I just think film setting, trying to always find that competitive edge, staying up late night, not really looking at ESPN, just seeing some of the highlights. Okay, boom, all right, who I got to compete against. You know what I'm saying? I think that's been like, because I was at that depression stage when I first, you know, and you know, I ain't get to walk away from the game like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It was due to an injury, so that played a major factor. And I didn't even know I was depressed. It just happened. My son went to school one day, and the teacher had asked him, "What's wrong with you?" And he was like, "I don't like the way my dad treated my mom or how he interact with us." Then she came home and told me. I was like, dang, I might need to go talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, we had, like you say, every day I'm just sitting in the house. I wasn't active at the time. I just couldn't believe that, dang, it's like, I don't have an opportunity to even try to get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and part of me saying that I kind of got blackballed a little bit. Just because when the head coach and the GM said, like, if that was my son, I'd never let him play football again. So that ran throughout the league. So, you know, I'm calling team, you know, just give me a chance. Whatever. And I hadn't got cleared by all the doctors. I'm flying to California. I'm New York. I'm going to see the best doctors, whatever. And, you know, I get cleared by everybody, but the team doctor would never clear me. And I think that was a blessing because I don't know what the outcome would have been if I would continue to play. But yeah, man, I feel you. Like then I just, once I had the counsel, went through the counseling, I just say, you know what, I just stay busy. Then, you know what I'm saying, I don't care what's going on in life, I just gotta shake it off and I'm gonna just stay busy.
Stay busy
and go.
And start working towards something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, like I think that's important too. Like to just and to get back to, you know, to being like a kid again, like and setting goals and you know what I'm saying, and figuring out the steps to achieve them and kind of work on it, and then it'll get yourself, you know. I mean, you know this already, but I'm saying it. I feel like it'll get people out of, you know, tough times,
right?
You know what I'm saying, thinking about, you know, different things. But yeah, I read up on that play you had. That was 2011.
Mm-hmm. Just after the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl, yeah.
Second game of the season. And I come out on fire that season too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, boy, one more, you know what I'm saying? We gonna go to the Super Bowl. That same year, we go 15-1. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't be a part of it. We lose the first round, not the first round, the second round of the playoff to Kaepernick.
After going 15-1? Damn. But you was out the game. You was
I
out the
couldn't
second
play.
game. Yeah,
I couldn't play. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing Kaepernick go just run through us like butter, you know, like you just take a knife and slice it through butter, bro. I think he rushed for like down to 200 yards on our ass. And I'm just sitting there. I just had to watch it, and it's nothing I can do. All right, well, shoot, I'm gonna make sure next season I'll be ready. But it never happened.
Tell me this, like, so when you was when you played 7 seasons. During those times, you were living your dream. Would you say you was living your dream?
I was living my dream because I never thought I had the opportunity to make it that far. My goal once I got to college was not to make it to the NFL. Like when I got to college, I had to tell the head coach of the football team, like, no, I got to learn how to be a student first.
You told him that?
Yeah, straight up. Told my parents that, like, I got to know how to be a student. And I think it was because I went to a predominant white school and going to an all-black school. Yeah, I done been around a lot of black. I used to go to the Florida Classic all the time. But it was different. It was me. Had to step out every day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know how, as black folks, how we are. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of joking around, you know, fights, all this stuff. So I'm trying to make the adjustment. And I don't think I was ready at that time. And a good thing I did it because first semesters, academic probation.
Yeah.
Out there wilding. You know what I'm saying? Every party. I'm in every club. You know what I'm saying? So
is that the HBCU life?
That's the HBCU life, bro. So you walk on campus, party over here, over there. And at the time, the ratio is 20-1.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? So I'm encountering a whole different territory that I'm not used to.
Right.
So I think that kind of, but it go back to the life lesson that my dad has. Like, dang, make sure you ready for what's to come. And I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. So so you went through the phase of partying and hanging out.
Yeah.
And
then when I got on academic probation. And the coach, hey, you trying to play football? I was like, yes, sir. He was like, all right, well, you got to do this in third. So next semester come around, I think I finished with like a 3.8. I had to go to summer school, finish summer school with a 4.0 so I can be eligible for the season. And that's what I had to do. But you know what I'm saying? That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know what I'm saying? I had 15 hours in the first semester. Then I'm taking 17. I go to summer school having to take another 12. Damn. You know what I'm saying? That ain't easy because I messed up the first semester. And I can't blame nobody else but myself because I put myself in that position. So, but like I said, the life lesson that I learned to be prepared for what's to come, I think that kind of
So it took you 1 year to get through it, and
it took me a semester.
That's it. You was good.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. We got kind of like the similar story, like of fucking around at school. So but look, I had surgery at Virginia. For real, I had surgery at Virginia, dog. And then when I had surgery, bro, I was just like, man, fuck this hooping shit. And I started partying and wilding. Now I get on academic probation 2 semesters in a row. So now, nigga, see, I'm getting kicked out of school for a semester. So now I'm like, most people don't know that the reason why I went to Liberty is because I was on academic probation two semesters. Yeah. So I went to Liberty, but to be able to play, I had to first take out a Sallie Mae loan for $30,000, and the coach was like, "Hey man, if you can do this in the summer, we'll definitely give you a scholarship next year." I needed 18 hours in one summer, boy.
Yeah, I'm trying.
18 hours to be eligible to play at Liberty.
Man,
I said, that ain't the life you want to live.
No, that ain't it, boy.
Look, I never went to summer school. I remember. Let me tell you how locked in I was on basketball and getting to the NBA. When I was going from high school to my freshman year. You know how you go on campus, they want you there early, and they want everybody, y'all go to summer school now. Like, man, I ain't going to no summer school. I'm going to train.
Yeah.
So while my teammates was going to summer school, I was just training, getting ready for the season because my plan wasn't to be at school long. You know what I'm saying? But where you meet your wife at? You meet your wife in school?
In college, yeah. So my cousin was dating her roommate because she went to the University of Florida.
Okay, she went to University of Florida. All right.
Yeah. So
that's far. That's a long ways. But go ahead.
No, it's not that far.
How far?
It's like an hour and 30 minutes from Daytona.
Yeah.
So it ain't that bad.
Yeah, especially when you know what you like.
Yeah. Well, I ain't know I liked her at the time. I never met her. So I just happened to jump. He was like, man, ride with me.
Right.
And so I rode with him that night. I see her in the I think they had like a 3 or 4 bedroom apartment at the time. And she come out of the room. I was like, oh, hey, what? It's like that over here? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man, I tried to tell you that's why I wanted to bring you. So I was like, okay, bet. But at this time, I'm still shy. I'm shy. So I say, man, cuz tell your girl like I like a friend. Good. So, and that's how it transpired. So I was like, tell her to give me a call. So I wrote my number down and gave it to my cousin's girlfriend at the time. And she gave the number and she ended up calling me. I swear I didn't say 2 words really. Only 2 words I said, like, 3 words that I said, I was like, you're going to be my wife one day.
Ooh.
And she's like, man, get off my phone.
Really? Yeah.
I was like, watch and see. And that was the end of the conversation. But I used to show up to the apartment unannounced. I just popped up on that bitch. Here I am. Like, it took me, before we even, like, really got serious, it was like 2.5 years. Like, I would never, like, I'd go over there and stay. We'd be in the same bed. Time we got ready to go to sleep, I'd slide all the way over. And she was like, then one night she just asked me, I'm ugly or something like that? I was like, nah. I said, I just respect you as a woman. Like, I wanted to make sure it was right. Then it came a point in time where I did, like, man, she don't want to deal with me. So I kind of backed off. So when she caught feelings for me, I would kind of go my separate way. But
that's how I go. Well, go ahead, keep going.
Then all of a sudden, I was like, man, I'm tired of that. So I'm going back. So then that's everything else after that was history.
Hey, bro, you know what? You was already giving all the signs that you was going to marry her.
Yeah, I did.
Because where you get that from, bro? Like, were you gonna slide all the way on that side of the bed, bro?
I don't know, man. I just think part of me was afraid.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Tell us the truth now.
Part of me was afraid.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just because the simple fact that, like, I never been with a girl like this.
Okay.
Smart, got her stuff together. You know, at this time she managing a whole apartment complex. So now she way above where I'm at. I'm trying to make ends meet, right? I'm gambling every night. I'm taking real life chances while she got everything established. You know what I'm saying? And I needed a computer one time. This one I knew it was real, and I couldn't buy my own computer, and she bought it for me.
Oh, okay.
Like, she like, well, I get a discount through my job, whatever. I get it for you. And I was like, oh, you're like, she really got it together. So that kind of helped seal the deal.
All right, tell me this then. When you felt like you knew you loved her, or you felt like when you knew she loved you?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You know, the love holiday is right around the corner, so.
Nah, it had nothing to do with like Valentine's Day or none of that. I had lost my grandmother. And I called, I was frustrated, like I was like going through it. And I called her and she was like, come over. And she just made me feel comfortable. That's when I knew, like, yeah, this is the one for me. Like, cause I was like my grandma was my everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What about you, T? This is a cool subject to for
When
everybody.
I knew I loved Timberly.
Yeah, and when you
I
knew
mean,
she loved you.
Shit, like Timberly she was working for a law firm, and so we had been dating for a little minute, and then I asked her, I was like, "Yo, what you think about stop working and come overseas with me?" She's like, "Okay, cool. When should I tell them that it's my last day?" And I was like, "Shit, it was August. I left at the end of September." I was like, "Well, probably gonna be leaving the end of September." So I was like, "Man, say probably like 2 or 3 weeks." She's like, "All right, cool." Called her job, gave him a notice, and then came down here, moved an apartment together, and then she went overseas with me. So that was like my last 5 years of hooping. She dropped everything, bro. Dropped everything. Left her car back at the crib. Left her apartment that she had in Tampa. And shit, and came overseas with me. I was like, yeah, this
it's real.
She really love a nigga, yeah. What about you? Yeah.
So, my wife went to HBCU. So whenever you was talking about Bethune-Cookman and the lifestyle over there, I was thinking about her and me, right? Because I went to LSU, which is like 10 minutes down the road.
She went to Southern?
She went to Southern. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know it, bro. And as a ball player and as an athlete, you're supposed to make some trips to Southern, man. But during my 2 years, I never made no trips until I met Melissa to Southern. So I didn't get to see all the girls before her, So it was her first. So, but I met her on LSU campus, right? She was visiting one of my teammates' girlfriend friend. So it's kind of like similar to your situation too. But like how I knew that she, I can't say I knew she loved me, but how I knew that she really liked me is because like, man, one day, like within like maybe a week of knowing her, maybe a couple weeks, she told me like, you stuck with me. That was one thing she said. I was like, you mean I'm stuck with you? And that kind of like, to be honest with you, it kind of made me scared a little bit. I was like, I don't like that she said that. You know what I'm saying? But she, doing school breaks, right? And where we get a break, you can go home. Man, this girl go home for a day and shoot back to Baton Rouge. And she from Houston, so she lived 4 hours away. So in the same day, she would drive to Houston and drive back because she wanted to be with me. So like, I just felt like, and she did that a few times. You know what I'm saying? So early on, I knew she rocked with me,
That's what's up.
Because she wanted to be around me. But today, I don't know, man.
I think I feel you on that.
I
feel you on that one.
It's a lot of years, man. We got a lot of years. But yeah. So yeah, that's the love thing, man. Tell me this. So since we all done been in relationships for a while now, right?
Right.
How is the relationships today? Since we got so much history, I tell TJ all the time that I think he's still in the honeymoon stage of his relationship. And it's something to embrace, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to rush to be 20 years in. Because me and Melissa, man, I met Melissa in 2004, bro. Well, this 24? Yeah, bro, it's about to be our 20-year anniversary of me first meeting her. You know what I'm saying? And we've been married like about 12, I think. 12 years, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we done went through a bunch of different phases. And I want y'all to talk to me about the phases, that y'all done, I don't know, the good, bad, and the good and back to the good.
I'll go first.
The good, bad, and back to the good, though.
Man. We done had our moments, man, I swear. Just being an athlete, I think you just have those issues and problems. But just because you people see you for the athlete. Not necessarily for the person and what you bring to the table and what you could bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And my first couple of years, man, I had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But we done had some great moments. Like, I mean, like some that I, won't take for granted. Then it done been some moments where, like, I don't know.
Right.
Like,
Come with it, yeah.
You know, we getting older. You know, she trying to figure her life out. I'm trying to figure my life out. And you know, you wonder, what if? And I know it's some things in her life that she probably wanted to pursue and wanted to do, and same for me. And I think you run into that being together for so long. Like I'm like you, I met Andrea summer '02, so we going on 22 years. You know what I'm saying? So just me knowing her and been married for 17, I just think sometimes you got to find different ways to try to keep the relationship going. And I think it all boils about how can you get back to the friendship part of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When we first met, how was it? How can I get back to that phase? Because then we weren't worrying about what people say or the kids or nothing like that. It was just me and you having a good time going on dates, writing notes or whatever. And it was funny that you said, Timothy, wrote you a note on so I wrote a poem the other day and put it on the pillow, sprayed some cologne on it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to spice it back up in a way that, like, I'm trying to get back to myself, like things I used to do. And so, so those kind of the ups and downs that I done had throughout my relationship. And hopefully, you know, it worked, everything continued to work out and we can continue to grow. But I don't, you know, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, shit, we've been together, we've been knowing each other for 9. And I met her in 15, right after we won a championship. And like, our shit been cool, bro. Like, I feel like for me and Timberly, bro, we were like, she really like was like my homegirl. And still like my homegirl. So like, our phases went through, we first started getting together and talking. I'm telling her about chicks that been with, and, you know, then we'll be out and then chick would come up and hug me. So like, she's seeing that side of me from when I was like, this when I'm actively playing, bro. So she's seeing all these different girls, and then it's like, you knew who I am. You know who I am. But I respect her because she never tried to change me. She never tried to change me and be like, bro, don't go out to the club now. But I don't want to do it because I'm like, I don't want to do it because I don't want to go out there and be fucking off. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, if I do go out, I try to limit that to like maybe once every moon or once every blue moon or some shit like that. But like us, we just remain friends. And like you said, like, you know, she write the poems and we do little stuff like that. I make sure every month on a Wednesday, I don't know if it's the last month, middle, whatever, but on a Wednesday, the last week, I give her roses and I spray my cologne on it. Every month I do that shit. Cause I did it when I was trying to get pussy, you know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, you know, I was like, shit, I was trying to get that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I tried the one night Timberly the first time I met her. Tried the one nighter and she was like, nigga, this ain't it. Yeah, I'm like, all right, well, shit.
You want to work for this?
Yeah, but look, so I met her that summer, and then like I didn't talk to her for like probably like 8 months, bro. And then I ended up hitting her up when I was coming back home from overseas. She picked me up from the airport, and ever since then we've been together every single day, dog. So like our phase is just like we've been cool. Like of course we went through patches where nigga being a nigga, I fucked off on her, and then she see it and she kissed me and some shit. And she like, it wasn't so much about like she threatened to leave me or whatever, but she was like, bro, like, what you doing? Like, she's like, what you doing? Like, talk to me and make me like help me understand. And I say, honestly, this is the realest shit I could tell. I say, honestly, dog, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just all with me. Like, it's some shit that I like. I'm trying to figure this shit out because every man in my family, dog.
You fighting demons, bro?
Hey, I wasn't fighting no demons. But look, if you think about it for real, every man in my family, like my daddy got 9 kids. My Uncle Melvin, he got 4 kids. My Uncle Greg got 6 kids. My Uncle Rodney got 5 kids. Like, they like every man of my, they all just spirit of homemonger, dog, where they always want a bunch of different women, bro.
Gotcha.
So I was like, here I am, playing ball, meeting all these different chicks. And I'm like, man, they was just landing on my lap. And I'm like, but shit, man.
That's part of being the avenue,
yeah.
man.
So
that's what
like,
I say, man.
we got cool though. Like, we got cool to the point where she's like, she never like belittled me and like argue with me about the shit. She'd be mad now and wouldn't talk to me, but she'd be like, bro, like, why are you doing this? Yeah. And then like when she put it in perspective, it was like, man, look, like now this is what we got. We got our kids now. Like, that's the next phase of our relationship. We got a whole family. So you want to go fuck that and throw this shit away? And I'm like, nah, I don't. But sometimes I do get the urge and be like, man.
I think that's just a man. We
always want something new. You always want something better. You're never gonna be happy. Like right now in your life, right? Somebody else will want the exact life that you got.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Shooting for it, trying
to get your life, yeah. But then like, bro, we never happy, so we always want more. We want more money. We want a better car. We want a better this, that, and the third. So that's just us in life until we just realize like the women that we got at home, bro. We got some good women at home. Now there's some other pussy out here that might be cool now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it might be cool. But at the end of the day, shit, like my shoe fit here. We fit right here.
Right.
So man, shit, like that new pussy ain't worth throwing all this shit away.
Nah.
I can go get a new bitch any day and that shit bitch might have low self-esteem issues and I'm like, look at what I gotta deal with. Nah, for real, cause the nigga before me done cheated on her. Nah, I like to the nigga before her cheated on her with an ugly bitch. So now you go get with a new one, you like, damn, this bitch bad. And now she arguing with you every day because you looking at Instagram. Oh, are you looking at women on Instagram? No, I'm not doing that. What we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with my shit at the crib, bro.
Yeah.
Make that shit work.
Nah, for sure.
Tell sis I said y'all make that shit work. Fuck that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I think it's important to make it work. But you gotta add skills, bro. You gotta add some stuff to your bag of tricks, bro.
You gotta finesse it a little bit, huh?
Man, yeah. Yeah. Nah, you definitely gotta finesse. I told you that? I said that before?
No.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Because if I call my man right now, bro,
that's the one we talked about, that he getting the one that's getting a divorce? Or that got a divorce after a long time?
Already. He got a divorce twice.
Shit.
Yeah. But he was telling me the other day about my finesse game.
Mm.
He said, bro, like, man, you need to have better finesse game. And and because, like, I laughed about it because, you know, I'm a bruiser. Like, my game is a bruiser. Like, as a basketball player,
right.
I've always been a bruiser. And the only finesse I could say about my game is my catch and shoots from mid-range or my hezzy pulls. That's the only thing you'll see me do that. That's a little finesse you got. You know what I mean? But yes, you need finesse when you're dealing with women, dealing with people in a relationship, period.
Mm.
And I just think for me, like, I'm such a I don't know. I think I grew up in the era where it's like was being real is so important, and being genuine is so important. So like that's who, you know. So that's who I am. You know, I'm a big Tupac fan. You know, right. Pac was always yelling, "Real this, keep." So I'm thinking like that's the way to be and the way to go. So you can be straight up but nah, you can't just. You got to finesse that a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like for me, like. You know, I met my wife at a time where I'm in college, but I'm already focused on the NBA. I meet her, boom. That summer I start going to NBA workouts. So our lives just started happening fast, bro. Mm-hmm. Like if I tell you all the small details, you be like, that happened too, bro. Like
I feel you.
I tell you a small one. Like for example, like I went to my first year in the NBA. You know, I got drafted by New Orleans. Mm-hmm. But we played in Oklahoma City, right? So I had to have a place in Baton Rouge and a place in Oklahoma City.
Right.
So Melissa, my girlfriend, and maybe like the last 2 weeks of me being home, I stayed with her. I moved in because somebody keyed my car, man. And I had this black Mercedes Jeep, and I didn't know who keyed it. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's a girl, but I didn't know if it was a guy. You know what I'm saying? So I got it painted again, but I didn't want to get keyed again. So I said, Melissa, I want to come stay with her. So naturally, like, shit, I'm with her, my stuff over here. So when I move to my place, then you come with me.
Right.
So long story short, I'm in Oklahoma City. I need a place in Baton Rouge. I told Melissa, hey, go find us a place. But it was a place to buy. I'm 19, 20 years old.
Right.
So, like, you see how a relationship going fast? I'm only knowing her 9, 10 months. And boom, we got a place together already.
Yeah.
And, so for us, everything was like, together. You kind of had this mindset of we want to do everything together. We want to do this. You drink family. Junior happened within, like, I don't know, 2-3 years, So, you go through these different stages, you go to the beginning, the honeymoon stage. I don't know all the stages, but, eventually, tough times are hit and you got to figure out how to work through that. You know what I'm saying?
How to navigate through it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And I feel like what TJ said, the most important thing to do is, get back to friends, man. And to get back is like, get back to, y'all younger self, man, where y'all put each other first, right? Because like, how all these, I don't know if it's a thing, bro. It's like how women be like, you put your kids before your husband. I love my kids, man, but nah.
Wait a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, pause. Right. Like they be saying, like the young kid, pause.
Right.
My turn right now.
Yeah. Right. So like, I feel like if you think about it, right? Soon as you have a baby, right? It's the baby first. For the woman though, it's always the woman first for the man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Of course. You ain't never saying, my kids first. Like, nah, my wife first. I'm a god job, but go sit over there now, So, but a woman is the opposite. So I feel like, and think about it, over time, that keeps going and that keep growing, where it's like you get put second. You know what I mean? And I feel like ain't no other woman gonna tell them different.
Right.
And then that goes with what we talked about the appreciation factor. Yeah. So then when that happens, when they keep separating, then that's when men, we begin to feel like, damn, I ain't appreciated. I'm doing all this shit around here, buying you this, getting you this, whatever, like taking care of the crib. And you over there putting them first. But you said, my happiness is important too now.
But it starts from it starts from right there. Like, let's nip that in the bud. Like, let's have a little structure with that. Like, we just like when we first met, we put each other first, and then everything and everybody else comes second. Like, that's how that got to be. So, you know what I'm talking about? So our respect, admiration stays for each other, and our friendship gonna stay intact. Right. Because we got that understanding. I think that's like a key thing for a relationship. What y'all think?
Real talk.
Like me and Timberly, bro, we watch when the kids go to sleep. We go watch this movie. When we sitting up, even if we fall asleep, we gonna watch this movie and go in there and chill. Like, so we doing that twice a week, bro. 110%. Like, we'll tell the kids, no, y'all got to go to bed early, and then we go watch a movie. So like, we just sitting there vibing, we laughing at. Like, we watched Life the other day, bro. And I'm like, bro, I ain't seen like, but we in there both vibing and laughing at Life. And I'm like, like
that's my favorite movie right there.
Yeah. Man, I get sad on Life, bro.
Yeah, they fucked up for that. Yeah. Like that.
It did, but it's so like just the characters in that movie, man. Like, it's no.
It wasn't scripted, right? It wasn't scripted. Like,
it's just
they
so
freestyled that.
Yeah,
it's
like
half of that movie was freestyle.
Damn. Yeah.
That's like cool. You will never get a group of comedians like that ever again.
Never. Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was crazy. Yeah. Everybody that you grew up watching, thought was funny, was in that movie.
That's true. It's true.
In that movie.
Hey, look, you know what? I want to go to movies because I want to ask you a top 5, but I want to bring that topic to like a close. Like, I'm talking about the relationship, right? And how I'm gonna close this thing. okay, appreciating each other, right? And everything that we accomplished and experienced on the journey. Because think about, like us as ball players, right? Like I feel like, our wives been through us through everything, through our highs.
Highs and lows.
Think about when you out there, when you feeling like Nick Collins, you feel me? Like she was with you during that time. And she, and like, now you just, you still Nick Collins, but you like,
I'm watered down, bro.
What he said, black people use two things to describe. That you Nick Collins, but you ain't Nick Collins.
You said name twice.
Facts. But so you feel what I'm saying? Like when you know what I'm talking about, you running out there, then he calling your name and all that. But man, you still Nick Collins, bro.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
what I'm saying?
I'm still Nick Collins, but it's a difference.
It's a difference, but my whole thing.
I don't get to transform into that animal that I'm when I get ready to hear my name announced. You know what I'm saying, to the crowd, and I come out that tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like that part of you. Like you will never get I ain't gonna say you will never get the experience again, but it ain't gonna be the same. So I think sometimes you look for that when you walk through the door.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's like, dang. But you won't get that all the time. So now it's like, dang, well, I don't work all day. And it's just like, hey.
But I'm gonna tell you about that though.
Dang, bro.
That's just life.
Right, life is life, but I'm just saying, like, but that's that. I think for an athlete, that's just a moment where you want to, like, hey, babe, dang, how was your day? When as soon as you walk through the door, then you like this, you relax.
Okay, so that's a little bit different, but I'm gonna tell you how your mind play tricks on you a little bit. All right, so, bro, because some of my best times of my life is when I was playing with the Magic, and this is like 2009. And Brandon Jr. was like 4. Bro, when I hit the door.
Yes, bro.
He come running.
Daddy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's that announcement.
You don't get that no more from none of your kids because they older now.
You see them
like Tabo and Timber, they still do me like that. So I'm lit right now coming into the crib.
That was some of my best times of my life. Just that right there. Just that. And my daughter does it. She's my daughter's 6, so she'll come to she'll say daddy, but she'll want me to do something with her right quick. But not how Junior used to be, bro. It was crazy. Yeah. But like I say that to say this though, it's like, even though he's not excited like that, but I'm still. Yeah, I'm still dad. You still dad, and you still that person. But I'm saying like this because you know how we was talking about earlier about how like, how people perceive us. Sometimes we perceive ourselves different. You know what I'm saying? Wife may not say it like, she may not be say, hey, how your day going, boom, boom. But when she see you, she automatically have something that go in her like some type of comfort. She just don't express it to you.
Right.
Versus when you not at the crib.
Right.
So you got to believe you Nick.
Yeah, I always believe it. I tell them quick. Every day I step out the house, but I'm like, hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And however somebody take it, they take it. But I like sometimes you're right. You gotta kind of mind fuck yourself sometimes when you walk out. Like, damn.
I'm still
I used to be up here.
Yeah.
But I'm probably about right here. You know what I'm saying? But you still gotta walk with the same walk that when you was up here.
I feel like it's just in you. Like I feel like it's for
bro,
me,
y'all
bro.
still, y'all like I'm listening to both of y'all talk, right? Both of y'all don't understand that you still Brandon Bass and you still Nick Collins, right? Think about if I'm on the outside looking in, right? Your daughters, even when we at the games or something like that, does Mila. Mila want to stay to the game with you or Bella. Bella be like, Daddy, if you say you want to go to the taco spot, she like you still Brandon Bass to her, but she just expressing it different because you still Daddy. Same with June. His son get the missing shots. He turn and look at Dad. what am I doing? And you like, bro, your hands ain't right, or you tell them some shit, but you still that. But it's like now it's transitioning because they getting older. Namari right now, if Namari in the gym with you and he missing shots or something like that, Dad, what am I doing wrong? So now it's just like you say, life is happening, bro. So life is moving, but they still see the same need that they need in you. But it's like when they were kids, it was just like they needed daddy, like 3-4 years old. You know what I'm saying,
bro? We can't let it go. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like it's like I know what you mean. Like okay, you ain't running out the tunnel no more. Like they ain't calling me in the starting lineup no more. You know. But you still you, right?
Yeah.
You know, like and for me, like I feel like that's why I'm gonna walk around like that the rest of my life. Like I'm me, you know, cause I did what I did.
Right.
And like the path I took, that's what you can't take away.
Right.
Like
no, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like
it was my journey. Like, I had to go through.
But it wasn't given to me.
Nope.
Like it's like this. It's like how I look at me being me is because like let's say it was a wood. Like I'm a person who like to carve shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I actually carved me out, bro. That shit ain't going nowhere. Like that's why I feel like I'm always walk out as me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So mentally, I feel like you gotta massage yourself, because like a lot of time. We feel like so important by all the outside, you know, by somebody saying, "Hey, asking you for an autograph," blah blah blah.
But don't you sometimes feel like, dang, sometimes I want to take that cape off though? Like, you think about it.
No, that bitch off now. Niggas off.
No, I'm just talking about not just for the family, just even like for everybody else, friends, whatever. It seems like all they know you for having that cape on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Like one time I talked to my homeboy, and I think me and Andrea had got into it. And I was like, man, I can't be the superhero no more. And I don't want to be the superhero no more. And I don't, from her, the kids, whatever, family, whatever. Y'all don't feel like that sometimes though?
So I never felt like I had a superhero. I never felt
like
I'm saying I never felt like I was like like my path to success, right? It wasn't so quick, so it was never like I never was like Superman. Like I arrived and I'm walking out so proud. Like I always kind of walked out how I walked out, no matter how much success I had, how much I didn't. So to me, like when I hear what you're saying, it's kind of like it's a bunch of different things that I think about. Cause like for example, like when you the breadwinner in the family, right? You may have all your family members reaching out to you, trying to expect them to save you. And then okay, well I can't be Superman and try to save all y'all, right? Because I got to save myself at my house. You understand? So I think about that too. But like, man, I'm just like how I could put it is like, bro, I'm regular Brandon, bro. I'm regular old Brandon. But then I ain't regular old Brandon either. If you wanted to,
right?
It's just like, however you. But I just never looked at it like
being a superhero.
But you are though. I feel like you are, but
that's what I'm saying. But sometimes just like you just want to just like walk out there and just like you just see a normal person walk down the street and just be like, shit, I'm just do it. Sometimes you can do that, but sometimes just like, dang, hey, go to BS. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody always got an idea. Right. you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't looking for no idea today, right, bro. I wanted to just come. I just called you to say, man, let's have a drink. Right. But bro, I got this 5 ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's like, now I gotta try to put this cape on real quick, see if I can help him figure it out. It ain't necessarily you gonna help him out, but I gotta I might have to, teach him a little thing.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Fucked up, bro.
Big idea, yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. I don't think you can help that, bro. Because especially because you walk around with all these, these titles, bro. Like for example, you 7 seasons in the NFL, right? 3 times Pro Bowler, 3 times All Pro.
I got some.
And then in Hall of Famer, you know.
And that's crazy, bro. You would think I would be more out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's where it come in. Oh, Nick don't talk that much and all that. I've been judged throughout my career. But I'm in like 3 or 4 Hall of Fames.
Mm-hmm.
Packers, Black College Hall of Fame. I'm in the MEAC Hall of Fame. I'm in Cookman Hall of Fame. Only Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not in is
The NFL.
NFL. You see, and you'll think I'm,
right.
you know what I'm saying? But I ain't looking for it or nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you see some of the other guys and you be like, dang. Like when Super Bowl come around, why ain't like one of the first clips that pop up? I got a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. That's like a rare thing in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nah, like even during the Super Bowl, I had to tell them, because Media Day came across and they picked like certain players to go, amount of players to go up there for Media Day, and don't be the whole team. You know what I'm saying? You might have the top 12 players over here and they top 12.
Right.
And, you know, we playing in Pittsburgh, you got Troy over there, and you got myself. I've been, you know, mentioned among the best of the best, but not one reporter came over there during Media Day until the last minute. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think so?
I just think they didn't believe, like, I was that guy. Mind you, 2 years before that, I led the league in interception. I led the league with the most return yards. I led the league with the more interception touchdowns that year. 2 years ago now. Here I am in the Super Bowl, but not one of y'all come over here. I done made it to 2 Pro Bowls before I make it to the Super Bowl. I'm on my 3rd Pro Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, dang, it's kind of messed up. So reporter come over there last minute, and he was like, hey, Colin, so what? I said, nah, don't try to talk to me now. I say, just remember my name after the Super Bowl. And I got up and I walked off the podium. I said, y'all don't know me now, but y'all will after this game. Huh? You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, why? And I'm not bashing nobody. It's just like, I never had the opportunity to be treated as I was the top.
As a superstar, like as the guy.
As one of the guys.
Yeah. You know what I noticed, even in basketball, like you know, like I'm gonna name a few players that I feel like they mouth and their personality, you know, enhance them as the hoopers. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Beverly. Like, you know, yeah, he a good defender, but him talking and going out there and hooping it and backing it up a little bit or whatever, you know. It just enhanced him a little bit from a quiet person who you know who defends, who just as good or better defender than him. You know what I'm saying? You know, even Draymond Green, like, you know, the way he talks, you know, but when he go out there and play, he productive. You know, they win championships, so you know he looked at as bigger than what he is because man, y'all know this, like. If Draymond don't talk as much, he may not be as highly regarded for his basketball game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of like selling yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first came in the game, you know, my rookie season, like, bro, I know players who strategically did that for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this is going to be my persona on the court. This is going to be my persona off the court. And it helped them in marketing deals. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that may not be you either.
No,
you know?
I did all my talking between the lines.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I didn't
end up between that line, but you don't know what you're going to get.
Right. And you know, but over time, I felt like they would have you'd have got everything you deserve, you know, because they would have had to. But you know, they like to go for the guys who make the most noise first with their mouth first. You know what I mean? That always helps you. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Yeah. And you know, I'm more shy too. I'm more shy, more reserved, and yeah, I ain't trying to be loud and center. You know what I'm talking about?
Got time for all that.
Yeah. But yeah, that so I get that. I get that. Tell me what's like all your years of playing football. What was your highlight? What was the highlight for you in your career?
Man, I had so many. The day I got drafted would be the first. Because it was like, I was shocked. Everybody knew but me. Because I wasn't expecting to go first day. I was like, I know I'm going to get drafted just because I went to the combine. I had one of the top times in the 40 and all that. Drills was good. You know, I had teams coming to work me out privately and all that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get drafted. Not the first day. And I get a call. I got me, two of my cousins, one of my best friends. We going to the mall. And my mom talked, hey, come to the hotel. Blase, blase. I was like, what come to the hotel for? And she was like, just come to the hotel. I get to the hotel. They done rented out the whole ballroom. Man, I go in there. There's hundreds of people in there. I'm like, what y'all got going on? I'm pissed. I'm like, man, I'm not going the first day. Like, they trying to calm me down. I'm like, man, y'all might as well pack this shit up. Let's get up out of here. I'm not going the first day. They're like, nah, sit right here. So they had a whole table. I'm sitting there. My mom, my dad, my brother. All us got seats up there, my agent. So I'm like, man, this is a waste of time. So I'm like, I'm not into the draft on that. So my phone rang. Atlanta had like the first round, like the 26th pick or something like that. It rang. I see Atlanta number pop up. Boom. I said, boy, I know y'all lying. Straight up. Pick up the phone. Hello? It's a chick now. You smell it. No lie. I was like, man, stop calling my phone. I'm waiting on a call. And so that was the first little tease. Then it rang. It had rung again, and I told my agent to pick it up, and he had picked it up, and he was like, nah, just wait. That ain't the call we looking for. So the second round call, I was like, man, I told y'all it was a waste of time. Miami, I think this was like the 49th pick around this time. Miami, I want to say it was Buffalo. Then it was Jacksonville. Then it's Green Bay. That's like the order. Right? And so Miami take a kicker. God, this Nick Saban. Nick Saban is now with the Dolphins. This when he was with the Dolphins. So I met with Nick Saban. So I thought he was pretty cool. He didn't think I knew football coming from black college. So you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that you have to go through. But I killed it with him. So they could take the kicker. I know I wasn't going to Buffalo. Jacksonville, they take receiver, I think. Green Bay get on mine. I was like, ain't no way. By this time, Andrea done made it to the draft party. So I told everybody to move out the way. Sit right here. And sure enough, that's how that happened. Like I say that was one in the pick in the Super Bowl. Because I got it on both. I got it on both ends. I got it at the beginning, not knowing I'm gonna get drafted, and I made one of the biggest plays in NFL history. You know what I'm saying?
Big time.
That's lit.
That is big time, bro. When you felt like you made it, is that when you felt like you made it after getting drafted, or was it a time once you signed your big contract you felt like, yeah?
I know I had arrived and knew I can play this game in my rookie year. And
you started too. You started
I
out the game too,
as a rookie. Yeah. I did. And when I got there, mind you, is probably 8 safeties there. So I'm like 4th on the depth chart. And I worked my way up. One day I'll go with the 4th. One day I might go with the second group, might go with the third group. So I kept bouncing around. Then one day I had the opportunity to go with the ones, and I fuck up bad. But I was dependent on one of my teammates. This time I'm still young. Mind you, I get in the league, I'm 20. Like I'm still like
young boy, yeah.
I'm young. I get there and I'm depending on him. Like, hey man, such and such motion across. Do we drop down? I go back, whatever. And he looked at me and was like, "Man, figure it out." I said, "Okay." I see what type of game it is now. I fuck up bad. I get snatched off, so I'm back with the fours again. So they gave me another opportunity to go with the ones, and I come down and I smack the running back. Boom, smacked him. He fumbled. And the defensive coordinator say, "Well, look like I found my safety." And that was it. And that's when I was like, oh, shit. That's all I got to do? Oh, it's over now. So that was my, I arrived moment.
Yeah, you know what I like, too, about the start of your career is like how, like, y'all wasn't good, but every year y'all kept on improving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Till winning the Super Bowl.
Until winning the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, you'll think that we're going to go right back in the playoffs. That when I got drafted the 2004 season, they go 12-4. So I'm coming in a good situation. Team pretty much together. Boom. Well, we go the opposite. 4-12. My rookie year. Next year we go 8-8. Almost make it to the playoffs. Then make it. Then Brett last year we go 12-4. Lose in the NFC Championship game, get to the Giants. Then Aaron take over. We go, I want to say 6-10, I think. So
every year, but they kept on.
And then we go from 6-10. We go to, I want to say we went 8-8 again. Then we went to 11-5. Then 10-6. You know what I'm saying? Then we made our Super Bowl run. And the year I got injured, they went 15-1. You know what I'm saying? So we had some great moments throughout my career. It was up and down, but it was great.
What you felt like made you successful in your career or in life? What made you successful? Was it motivation? Was it discipline? Was it just having a dream?
I think proving people wrong was my motivation, because I got doubted from high school and college, even in the NFL. So I had to always feel like I had to always prove them that, I'm who they say I am.
Yeah, everybody got that thing, man. TJ, what was that thing for you? Like, what made you what made you successful? Like, what was that thing that made you successful? Was it motivation, discipline, or trying to prove people wrong?
Yeah, trying to prove people wrong because everybody said I was too small.
Yeah.
Every night I prayed to God that I get to 6'3". I swear, bro.
Yeah.
I prayed I get to 6'3".
Yeah.
It was just like my skill set. I knew I was gonna be a problem, but didn't get the height. But yeah, they was like too small, and I went to the ACC and still did my thing, so it was cool.
Well, how did you overcome tough times? Like when you was going through your career or going through life period, like when tough times hit, like what's your thing to get through that? What you do?
It's crazy that you say that. Mine was not giving a fuck. Now I'll say this because it's just like most successful people is like being pregnant. Everybody gonna congratulate you, right?
Go ahead, keep going, though, champ. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck. You see what I'm saying?
That's a good one. But go ahead, keep going.
So I just like throughout it all, I don't care. Like I'm gonna just go in and do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna make it work, and make it happen.
Yeah. So my thing is this, right? I try to explain that to people, but I realize that most people they wanna be tricked into thinking like everybody care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just a congratulations. Like, oh my God, like they love me. Man, them people moving on with it. Congratulations, and they on with their life and they issues.
Move on.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you saying fuck it is like, yeah, that's a great thing to have in your toolbox.
Yeah.
Like of like, you know, if we're gonna talk about how we got things we need to add to our game as far as finesse, like that's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be able to say fuck it.
Just fuck it.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, you need that. That's something I'm still adding to my game right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you need that. You need that for sure. I like that. Because so we play a game of like this or like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, TJ, you got it.
All right. Chuck Taylor's a Reebok Classics.
I'm going Reebok Classic.
Okay.
Definitely, because he from...
I'm from a small town. I used to race in the Reebok Classic. You know what I'm saying? I used to make money out the Reebok Classic.
Right.
Right.
All right. So now, we all know, well, not too many people know that you can dance. And you do your little, you know, you got our Florida bop that we do.
Yeah, yeah.
So which song would you do the Florida bop to? Grind Mode Ecstasy or Naked Hustle by Iceberg Live?
Ooh, man. I might go with Iceberg, man.
Iceberg Live.
Yeah.
All right. Kodak or Plies?
Oh, man, I'm a Plies, man. I'm going to old head.
Old head.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Ronnie Lott or Ed Reed?
That's a tough one right there because they two different players.
Mm-hmm.
One go get that ball, one gonna knock your head off.
Right.
See, I was a in-betweener type guy, so I'm gonna go with because I grew up loving it. I'm going Running Lot.
Okay.
Not knocking Ed Reed. It's just like Running Lot was that guy.
Right. And shit, the last one, you got something for him?
No, go ahead. Finish that.
The last one, Box Chevy or Crown Vic?
Boss Chevy.
Easy,
Caprice, baby.
That's some Florida boy shit.
Right. You gonna put some foes on the sixes?
Foes. I don't need no sixes. It's too big.
You don't want to rub it.
From
I got
foes,
you.
you know what I'm saying? Foes gonna get you just right, sitting pretty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Who your top 5 safeties of all time?
All time. Ooh.
Top 5 boy.
Running Lot. Gotta go with Ed. Gotta go with Troy. Got 2.
Did you put Chantel in there?
I'm pushing. I'm pushing, and but my last one was gonna be Rod Woodson.
Rod Woodson.
He kind of did both corner and safety.
Would you put yourself in there?
I can't put myself
at your best. When you was at your best, would you throw yourself in there?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I had 18 picks in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I say like I should have been like my name was mentioned with the Troys, the Ed, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like one reporter come out I'm number 1, one reporter come out I'm number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Next one might come out I'm number 2. So I was always in the mix.
Mm-hmm. I think that's dope too. That's big time coming from a HBCU too.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? With all these Power 5 schools, and you get to the lead and make your presence felt like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we this talking taste, man. We we all over the place with it, man. We want to know your taste when it comes to music. Who's your top 5? Not just artists, but just your top 5 favorite artists.
God, oh boy, oh man, cause I'm all over. Like I like all music.
Okay. That's why it's your favorite too. Versus like, who your top 5 rappers? Just what's your top 5 artists? Your favorite? You know.
Tupac.
Tupac number 1.
It got to be in order.
No, don't matter.
Tupac. Biggie. Oh man, y'all.
Who you listening to right now? Like within this week or within this month, what's gonna be your artist you listen to? Tupac and Biggie?
Tupac, Biggie. Like I got a whole classic station right now that I'm listening to, so all of them come on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's crazy. I'm gonna put Jeezy in there. I love Jeezy.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can get to the other 2.
You're a Florida boy. I know Plies in there because.
Now before
Trick Daddy.
I'm gonna put Trick in there before I put. No, actually, I'm gonna put JT Money in.
Favorite, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna put JT Money in one of my favorite.
You got one more?
Yeah, I guess I give the Trick, JT Money and Trick be my 5.
But you know, it's funny, when I was legit, I used to get both of them confused, bro, because they both had bald head with a slug. You know, I'm like, I ain't know
You got one lighter than the other.
Yeah, bro.
TJ, who your top 5 favorite?
Top rappers?
Yeah.
Tupac. I'll throw Future. I'm gonna throw Young Thug. Tupac, Future, Young Thug. I'll throw Biggie in there. And then probably I'll put 50 Cent in there.
50 in there?
Yeah.
That of your favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Not top 5 artists, just your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Your 5.
My 5 favorite. My favorite that's right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I listen. So
It's tough.
Because how I listen to music is so different, bro. Like, bro, I might wake up in the morning, bro, and I might go like 3 straight hours music. You know, or at least until I'm getting ready. I be hearing Melissa closing all the doors in the house. She don't want to hear none of it. You know, if she in the kitchen, she closing that door, that door. My favorite that I like to listen to, like over right now, or just over just whatever.
How you want to get into it?
Shit, bro.
Exactly.
Last year I was listening to a lot of Tim's. The little chick, the singing chick, Tim's. I like her vibe. So like, just favorite right now, her, right? Like over the years, like you know, Boosie been my favorite. You know, and he got his new songs that kind of like that's dope that he got right now too. It's like a family song. It's called Southern Hospitality.
Yeah.
You heard it?
Yeah.
That shit so hard, bro. Cause it give me it make me start thinking about like old times when families when you got together for the holidays for your family. Yeah, that song is dope. So Tim's, Boosie, Drake, man. Drake, I can always vibe to Drake, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the old stuff, new stuff. Yeah, them. Favorite right now, like let me look at my phone right quick, bro. All right. And then, you know, like I got a favorite song too, but artists I'm gonna say, I say Tupac, I say Tim's, I say Boosie, I'm gonna say
You had Drake in there too.
I say Drake. Oh, I got one more. I don't know, bro. I would just say that. I'm gonna just say them 4. Cause
Nah, we need one more,
We
bro.
gotta get one more.
We need one more.
Just favorite, cause I can't say
Jay?
it. Huh? Oh, you can say Jay. You can say Jay. Because like when I go to Pandora, I like to put Jay-Z Pandora on, and I get to hear all my favorite Jay records. Yeah, so Jay, yeah. Because these artists I'm naming is artists I can go back and listen to their songs, like even when I stop liking it, a year I can go back and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my favorite right now. Because like I feel like when everybody always asks what's your top 5 hip hop artists and everybody gonna say the same people.
Yeah.
Because so it's favorites now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we never asked. A question we never asked that I thought is a cool question to ask is like a celebrity crush when you was coming up. What's your celebrity crush?
Ooh, man. I had a couple.
You said a couple. When you was young, not when you was an adult, because wifey listening.
No, I thought she know. She already know. Christina Milian was my first one.
Okay.
Then it was
You like Love Don't Cost a Thing, right? That's the movie?
that was my first one. I had a little thing for Candace Parker back in the day too.
Uh-oh. She probably dunk on you, bro.
She probably would, but I was gonna give her everything she was looking for. I was like, well, I know I'm better than Davis, boy. Back then, Aaliyah, I take that back. Aaliyah was my first one.
Aaliyah, your first. All right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, everybody loved Aaliyah, boy.
Yeah.
TJ, who was yours?
Angelina Jolie and
Angelina Jolie.
yeah, and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah. It's a clip of me on YouTube. They asked me that, and I think my crush was always J-Lo when I was young in high school, and it was so much so that when Diddy was making the songs like I Need a Girl, like when she broke up with it, nigga, I was like, damn, bro, like she broke up with me too, because I was feeling for Diddy, you know what I'm talking about? I was like, damn, bro, they gonna make it. They gonna get back together, bro. You know. So that was my crush. So I felt Diddy pain. Like I kind of went through that with Diddy during that time, bro. Yeah, that was my crush, bro. But yeah, man, we a couple of questions before we get out of here, bro. Why do people love and why do people hate?
I think I'm gonna go with the hate first. I think people that hate don't understand themselves first. They mad at something that they don't have to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So now I get that go out and hate on if I see it, so that the tool that I don't have in my box, I get to hate on everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what I'm saying? I can say, oh, I can do it better.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing I got that tool.
Mm-hmm.
And I think love, it's what's in you. I think because love can be so many different ways. You can show it in so many different ways and fashion. I think is how consistent you can be when you love it.
Mm-hmm. You said hate is so basically hate is comparison,
Mm-hmm.
right? and you hating because of something you don't
lack
have.
of.
You something you lack that you see in another person,
Mhm.
and love is already in
In
you.
you.
It's just about how much you
how consistent you are
at
showing it
huh?
on a day in and day out basis.
That's cool. I rock with that, and that's kind of simple too.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm real, like, I'm simple, boy.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and be like, I'm gonna put all these big words together and make it sound good. Nah, I'm straight to the point.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The more you can get to the point without using all those fancy words. Sometimes, at right mood and stuff, it sounds great and everything. But I just think just being you and understanding you, and I think that it'll go a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's important for people to be able to like get through stuff like that, like hate, for example. Like, you know, I mean, all you can do is be the best you can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. What else could you do? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, somebody got on a cool outfit, right? Bro, that don't look good on me, bro. Look at my legs, bro. You know, like, so why would you want just put the best shit on for you, bro? Or, you know, like, man, I can't shoot threes, man. Man, let my man shoot the trays. Yeah. I'm just gonna dunk this bitch so hard though. Bro, I'm gonna dunk that rim. Bro, when I get, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and embrace that. And I feel like, you know, if you look at it like that, hate to be less, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I believe we all got our strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got our strengths. So like, you know, so like, what's the point of like looking at somebody else and feeling like you lack something? Because you already know that you got something that you're stronger than what they got.
Exactly.
You feel me? And vice versa. You feel that way?
Yeah. And I think that's what people got to kind of figure out. Like, I can't go out there and be you. I can go out there and be you. But at the end of the day, I can be myself and I can shape the person that I want to be. You see what I'm saying? Or like I can sit there and take your game, part of your game, and put it with my game. Yeah. Shit, I'm I'm a total package now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I think that's dope too. Like you can, people can inspire you, and cause I feel like that's one way. You know, that's a good thing about when you look at somebody and compare yourself to them. Like let whatever their strength is inspire you. You know what I'm saying?
But people ain't gonna look at it like that.
Yeah.
First thing I'm like, that ain't nothing.
Right.
Boy, you ain't played a lick of football or put a basketball in your hand in I don't know how long, and you wasn't averaging 30 points a game. Stop it.
That's why, but I'm saying that's why it's so important to to not care so much what other people think too. Cause think about a hater. Think about a hater in the room and the words they may say. And if you looking for validation from people, like you gonna be hearing that from a hater. And think about what that can make you feel like. That shit could bring you high. It could bring you see what I'm saying? Instead of you being inward with everything, you know? Right. Yeah, bro. Some quick questions, bro. Best compliments you ever got?
That I ever received.
Don't think about it. This one. You don't think about it. This is just quick and fast.
Oh, I can't. Oh man, I don't know, bro.
You don't know that one?
Nah.
The best compliment?
I don't know. Nah, I don't know that one.
Huh?
That's crazy. Cause like you asked a question that people don't really even think about on a day-to-day basis. Like that's a question, like that's out of the blue question. So
it's like a compliment?
Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, damn.
Cause that compliment could be anything. Like as soon as you walk in the door and it'd be like, dang, you look nice today.
Yeah, what's that one? Is that one?
Nah, that's not one of them.
Yeah,
What I'm just saying.
no.
But it could be.
Yeah.
I can't say it's not one, but it could be.
Right.
But because that's just, you won't get that every day.
Mm-hmm. I give you one for me, right?
What's yours?
My one of my friends would be like, he admired me as a dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, boy, I don't know his exact words, but he always like compliments me on like being a great dad. Like he always tell me something like, bro, I'm proud of you. Cause like, he know how, he know how I came up and stuff, and he see how I'm living my life. And he like, man, listen, boy, look, I ain't imagine that for you. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's a cool compliment that he would say that, because like when you dad, you got 5 kids and you.
I can say that.
Yeah.
Andrea would say that you're a hell of a father.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But you don't think about it as a great compliment because like
it's something
it's regular for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I was like,
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Worst advice you got though? Nigga told you hit this.
nah, the worst is like the worst advice I have received is someone saying that I got you.
What? And don't be having you at all, huh?
Don't have you at all.
Cold blooded, boy.
You see what I'm saying? I got you.
Sound about right.
Yeah.
Sound about right.
And you be like, hey, I thought you had me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But want you to have them, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Want you to have them on.
I would have had them on. If you my dog, I got you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No.
But that's the difference. It's just like saying like, I hit y'all up and be like, hey, shoot, we finna step out. Y'all come step out with me. That's me. I'm inviting y'all out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when I invite y'all out, I'm not looking for y'all to come pay for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kick it. I just want to kick it.
Mm-hmm.
We good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all might want to buy a drink or two. I'm not saying not to do that, but I'm saying at least that first round or two gonna be on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I took time out of y'all day. Y'all don't want, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's only fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Something you wish you was better at.
Communication.
Good God Almighty. Don't we all?
Communication.
But that's something that what's that word we were saying? Finessing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta be able to finesse them words, man.
You do.
Yeah, you can't be so straight up and talking like you're talking to your teammate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta know how to
You
communicate.
better get your nigga. You better.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that now.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the key, communication, especially when it comes down to certain things, and you gotta relate, good or bad.
Like if you stranded on the island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who you want the other person to be? You and somebody else. Who you want that person to be?
Oh man! Well, you trying to get somebody? Boy. I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Nah, to be honest, man, I'll take Andrea with me, man, because I know she got me back.
You say you'll take her,
Yeah.
but that's not. I got you though.
I
ain't gonna get you in trouble. Now you just is Andrea, bro.
I would take her.
Right.
would take her. She know me.
My old lady. Old lady.
Okay, why?
I just told you why. She know me.
She know you, huh?
Yeah.
Why? Is you stranded on the island?
Yeah, I'm stranded on the island.
How we gonna come off this thing? We gotta get somewhere.
Man, she a good problem solver, bro. She good at and she gonna help me keep my mental together. I ain't finna be, if I start spazzing out, she's just gonna be the complete opposite of me and be like, boo, it's okay. Like we can figure this shit out.
Okay. All right.
Like two people on the island losing, they cool. Both gonna be fucked up.
They gonna be dead in a couple hours.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even say what I'm gonna say.
No, who would you? Who would you want to be on?
No, I'm saying I mean I can't go and not say my wife.
Yeah,
y'all saying y'all, but I'm saying like my thinking is a little bit different. Like why is she there and how we gonna get up off this thing? Like it's funny to me what my thinking is. So, but I mean, just leave that right there. Guilty pleasure.
Snacks for me.
Late night.
Late night snacks.
Oh my God, that'll do it. That'll do it, boy.
You in the same boat.
A person you would love to trade places with for a day. Anybody?
For a day?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think I'm crazy, bro. But I would want to feel how Trump. I want to be Trump for a day.
Come on, bruh. And do what?
No, I just want to just see life and how he see it, bro.
How he see it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. How you think he see it?
Fucked up. Yeah. Like, I think Trump see the world for what it is.
Huh.
You see what I'm saying? So I can kind of relate to it because he don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He don't care.
What he need in his game? He need a whole bunch of what?
Finesse.
He need a whole bunch of finesse, bro. And that's what Barack had over him. He had so much more finesse. You know what I'm saying?
Who you would say?
Shit, I don't want to be nobody. Fuck that, cause they
hypothetically, man.
I know I'm talking. I swear to God, bro. I wouldn't want to be no. I'm for real, bro. Niggas be fucked up in their head, bro. I wouldn't want to be no fucking body. I'm cool with my fucking self. Fuck that. Nah, but yeah, like Trump is cool, bro. But nah, for me, I don't fuck that. Cause you might go jumping. You don't know what. Nigga got some problem, boy.
Yeah,
you go be him for a day. They might got some shit going on, boy.
I'm
cool with my little problems I got.
Yeah, because you know how to deal with them.
Yeah. I might not know how to deal with that nigga problems.
Hey, that's a good one.
No, because he don't care.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Trump gonna do what he gonna do regardless.
Yeah,
he don't care the outcome of it.
Yeah. He definitely implemented.
If I'm you like that right now, so that's what I like. That's why I say I can relate what Trump do because he don't care. And I'm like I told my wife the other night, I was like, my don't give a fuck meter all the time high. I'm just real.
Yeah, I feel you.
Where he come from though? Where that come from?
Because you think you just go through so much throughout your day, and you get pulled in so many directions. So it's just like, man,
caring too much. Huh?
I care so hard to the point that I don't take time for me.
Yeah, and
I all through I make sure you straight. Shit, damn, ain't nobody saying what's up with me.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say you meet her up here, huh?
Yeah, that bitch an all-time high.
Like, nah, seriously though, that's why like you know, having that friend, your best bud, gotta be
your best bud.
God damn.
Your best bud gotta be next to you.
Yeah.
And she gotta be able to like when you going through what you're going through, she gotta be able to relieve that pressure. Cause there don't be nothing for some pressure built up.
That's it.
Right.
You know,
you frustrated like a mom.
Yeah, you just need to be pressure built up, bro. You gotta let it go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And your best bud know how to do that for you. She just gotta like, you know what I'm saying, like know that's what you need.
Yeah.
You know, and go and knock it out. And yeah, that's that, bro. The last question is damn, I got two questions, bro. What success look like for you? Like, what that look like today? Like
today's success.
What success look like?
To me, how many people I can touch with the right information. I think that'll be my success. And making sure that they head in the right direction. And with complete understanding of whatever they pursuing at the time.
I like that. I got to figure out how can I get back to that, you know. But yeah, I like that. That's always been a big part of me too. last question is, how do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Boy, 10 years now, 50. Woo. Boy,
Half 100, bro.
I'm gonna be 50. Now, you talking about I don't care about 50, but I know I ain't gonna care about that. At that time, boy, I'm wearing tool socks and everything, boy, walking out there with my pants up high and cussing out the world, because I ain't, hey, what they gonna say to me?
Yeah.
I might get, like, man, sit your old ass down or something, but nah. 10 years from now, I see myself at the top of my either coaching career or have been one of the voices for one of my kids.
Being the voices for one of them?
Yeah.
All right. What that, like, give me a picture of your 50th birthday, like what you look like. I want you to tell me, go from head to toe, what you look like. 50.
Probably all gray.
All grays.
All gray in the beard, probably bald, but still probably around the same size.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see myself getting too much bigger than what I am.
You gonna have a fresh lineup? It's your birthday.
I'm gonna have a fresh lineup, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have on some kind of fly. I might even have on a suit. Tailored suit. I can see myself with a tailored suit on. You know, couple buttons unbuttoned. You know what I'm saying? I might even have on a nice little
the brim.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
some
I'm on my real grown. I think I'll be on my real grown man shit.
You have some hard bottom ones or some sandals? Which one?
Boy, it's still gonna be the Jade, boy.
It's gonna be the Jade.
I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't do it. If I have some hard bottoms on, it's gonna be like Cohen. That's probably the hardest I can go.
It'll be soft, huh? You want the soft?
Yeah.
Bad, man. Anything else you want to talk about, or just say to the youth, or just from people out there in general, dads, husbands?
As I think, as men, we gotta always know that we are better than what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are somebody. We are the head that pushes everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think that go from whatever profession it is, as a father, whatever. I think we got to be the headpiece and the voice in a way that can inspire the youth and also inspire our women as well, because they forget sometimes they try to take that manhood away from us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we got to always, you know, we are the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no one can take that away from us.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I agree with that. We definitely in a different era.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why, like, everything for me is like, it's got to be inward, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to have that, because sometimes when the outward praise stop, you got to have that inward praise, bro. You know what I'm saying? Know you still who you always been, and ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And our finesse game got to be on point, though.
Yeah.
When we're dealing with all relationships, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I think this was a cool interview, man. Thanks for pulling up, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. This was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could do it again, man, and just
let's do it.
You know, shoot the shit, talk about whatever. Because I believe in, like, when guys come together, we sharpen each other up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know,
iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, because we able to give, like, different perspectives from different experiences. You know what I'm saying? None of us the same, and you know, we look at things different, but you know, there's always something common that we could kind of pull from each other. And
absolutely.
To be able to take us forward. So yeah, man. TJ, close this out, man. You brought us in today.
All right, that was another episode of Talking Taste with Bass with Nick Collins. And we out here, you heard me?
You're
Yes, sir.